Hello, my name is Gary, and I was raised in the Western United States, so I'm a native English speaker. I hope that you will enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us.
A Japanese bowl with a European touch. The bowl is a truly remarkable piece with a rich history that dates back to 1901. It was purchased in Japan by the owner's great-great-grandfather during one of his sea voyages. He was a crew member working on the shipping lines from Liverpool, and while visiting Japan that year, he attended an exhibition where this bowl was on display. Impressed by its beauty and learning that it had won a prize, he decided to buy it as a gift for his wife. What makes the bowl so fascinating is its unique appearance, which combines both European and Japanese styles. The shape of the bowl is clearly European, featuring a serrated rim that resembles cut glass, a design that is not typically found in traditional Japanese ceramics. The stem of the bowl is also unusual, completely Western in style with none of the typical elements of Oriental design. However, the true beauty of the piece lies in its incredible painting and decoration. The exterior of the bowl is decorated with delicate gold and features a vibrant scene of peonies blooming in a garden. On one side, there's a charming image of a young woman and a child enjoying a picnic or small gathering under the pine trees. The background is painted in a deep iron red color, giving the scene warmth and richness. The most impressive detail is found inside the bowl. There, an artist is shown painting in a garden, watched closely by curious children and an elderly man. The detail is astonishing. The tiny pot of brushes, the folds of clothing, and even the clouds, which have been rendered using a very fine gold technique. Today, this stunning bowl is considered a top-tier example of Japanese export ware. Today, such a bowl could be worth between 3,000 and 5,000 pounds. Featuring a serrated rim that resembles cut glass, the word serrated means smooth, having jagged edges like a saw, round, very small. Having jagged edges like a saw. What does vibrant mean? It features a vibrant scene of peonies blooming in a garden. Faded and dull, bright and full of life, dark and gloomy, simple and plain. Bright and full of life. The phrase Japanese export ware and considered a top-tier example of Japanese export ware means items made only for local sale, products made in Japan to be sold abroad, food from Japan, Japanese clothes. Products made in Japan to be sold abroad. What does the expression during one of his sea voyages refer to? A brief walk along the shore, a lengthy journey by ship, traveling by airplane, going to an exhibition. A lengthy journey by ship. What is special about the bowl's rim? Flat and plain, made of metal, serrated like cut glass, broken. serrated like cut glass? What does rendered mean in clouds which have been rendered using a very fine gold technique? Removed, painted or created, destroyed, hidden. Painted or created.
Imperial vase saved from rubbish. Don't you just love that moment on Antiques Roadshow when someone learns that a dusty old family heirloom is actually worth a fortune? We do. That's exactly what happened to one woman from Eastbourne. 83-year-old Anne Beck was on her way to the tip with a vase she believed was too damaged to even donate to a charity shop. It had been sitting in her garage for over a decade, but at the last minute, she was persuaded to include it among a few other items being sent to auction in Eastbourne. What seemed like just a dusty old piece turned out to be a visually stunning example of Chinese porcelain, likely crafted in the late 18th century for an imperial palace. The vase stood tall and graceful, with a gently carved body that narrowed into a delicate neck and finished with a flared rim. Its surface was coated in a creamy, translucent glaze, smooth as glass and glowing faintly in the light. What truly set it apart, however, was the artwork. The vase was beautifully hand-painted with intricate, colourful scenes, possibly drawn from Chinese mythology or court life. Figures dressed in flowing robes wandered through delicately rendered landscapes, bamboo groves, winding rivers, and wisps of clouds, all painted in a palette of deep cobalt blue, soft coral, jade green, and touches of gold. The brushwork was incredibly fine, each stroke full of precision and elegance. Despite a small crack, the craftsmanship shone through. Auctioneers were amazed by its level of detail and quality, describing it as a beautiful thing exquisitely painted. Listed as Lot 615 with a guide price of just £80 to £120, the vase quickly caught the attention of international collectors. There was a bid from China, but it was ultimately sold to a German collector for a jaw-dropping £70,000. Anne, who inherited the vase from her grandfather, was in disbelief. "It really is lovely," she said. "I always thought it was, but I never imagined it was anything special. It was just sitting in the garage." Experts believe its exceptional value comes not only from its age and imperial origin, but also from its rare and unusually detailed illustration, which may be unique. Anne now plans to share the windfall with her family, donate to charity, and perhaps take another look through the garage, especially since this vase is believed to be one of a pair. What does the word heirloom most likely mean? A broken piece of furniture, a recently bought antique, a valuable item passed down through a family, a type of expensive jewel. A valuable item passed down through a family. In the passage, what does tip mean in On Her Way to the Tip? A piece of advice, a rubbish dump, the top part of an object, a small amount of money given to someone. a rubbish dump? What is the meaning of translucent in the phrase translucent glaze? Completely see-through, solid and dark, letting some light through but not clearly, covered with glitter. Letting some light through but not clearly. What does guide price mean in the sentence? Listed as lot 615 with a guide price of just £80 to £120. The cost the vase was bought for, the total money earned from the sale, an estimated value given before an auction, the price paid for cleaning and repairing the vase. An estimated value given before an auction. What does jaw-dropping mean in a jaw-dropping £70,000? Painful or boring? Extremely surprising or amazing? Slightly disappointing? Quiet and unnoticed? Extremely surprising or amazing? What does windfall mean in Share the Windfall with Her Family? A falling tree, an unexpected gain or fortune, a type of painting, a seasonal storm. An unexpected gain or fortune.